Дурут, дурут, салам. Как вы поживаете? Мне очень хорошо, ну хорошо. Now it's time to unleash the dragon here. And continue our series on SMESH. Part 3 for SMESH. Why is there not a lot of kicks in Caucasian SAMBO, the Nur Muhammadov version of SAMBO? The reason is simple. Because I'm trying to angle you to the cage. If I throw a kick, I give you the opportunity to check the kick and come in, okay? It's not that kicks are illegal. It's not that kicks are frowned upon or anything like that. It's that the purpose of the striking is to gain the advantage of distance and space, physically where you're at. The best way to do that is to come up and throw punches because you want to continue to move uke towards the wall. Once you throw a kick, you don't have the ability to move forward necessarily. You have to kick, withdraw, and then come in. Now, Zabit Magomed Sharipov, the wushu master, does a lot of kicking and using his kicks to angle and make people do what he wants them to do. And what he wants to do is unleash that dragon. All right. Islam and Habib. The purpose of the Abdul Manap Nur Magomedov. I've been saying Nur Muhammadov because I want to give respect to the ancestral roots of the Caucasus region and not necessarily just the Soviet roots. But since it's Sambo, I probably should say Sambo Nur Magomedov or Kak Nur Magomedov. Ну хорошо, Sambo Kak Nur Magomedov uses the striking to set up the shot. The reason why is because your reads on a shot, it's a higher percentage that once you get your cues to shoot and go in, you're going to be successful. Or you're going to be able to protect yourself because Sambo Kak Nur Magomedov is all based on protecting yourself. You have to protect yourself at all times and move uke into positions where he has to do one of two things that you've prescribed because you're dictating the fight. The reason you dictate the fight is because you want to protect yourself. So it's not that they don't do guard play, it's that they like to do the attacks from guard out of sankaku, from a mounted position. So once they get their reads, shoot and go down, they're immediately trying to maintain supremacy by high mount. They don't want to be rolled. They don't want to be swept. The best way to do that is to lock up the hips and the shoulders, like I've mentioned in previous videos. Now, when I kick, it puts me in a unique position where my force and momentum is rotating one way or another. I have to land and reset. Whereas if I punch, my force is just going, is just kind of rotating off of my center axis. I don't have to reset and reload as pronounced to attack. Now, combat sambo is different for like just the real Russian, like Russia proper, like Moscow, let's say Moscow, versus the Caucasus Mountains. Because in the Caucasus, they do things a little bit differently because the Abdul Manap Sambo system is based on 100% protection. Whereas combat sambo out of, let's say, Moscow or St. Petersburg is out of pure attack. So you're going to see a lot more kicks, a lot more punches, a lot more strikes. But the principle of moving uke, gaining the tactical advantage of space, of actual physical location, that is paramount in combat sambo. Now, in the mountains, they don't like to kick so much because they don't want to give uke a chance to kazushi me. I don't want to give him a chance to make me off balance, to catch a kick, or to maneuver out of the path, which is towards the cage. Okay, so that's why you don't see a lot of kicks out of the Abdul Manap Sambo. Now Habib has thrown kicks. Islam's thrown kicks. They do it. Zabit Magomedsharipov, he's wushu. He's not from the Abdul Manap camp, but he is combat sambo master of sport, and he throws a lot of kicks, obviously. The difference is he's trying to sprawl in defense and land shots, versus Habib, they're immediately trying to go in. Zabit's going to use his length. That's why he fights at 145. He's going to use his length to keep smaller guys at distance, where Habib and Islam just want to have a little bit of a strength advantage because they want to be able to drive uke and control uke, suffocate them. Sankaku means snake, I think. Well, that's a snake position. And if you've ever been taught Sankaku or know the principles of Sankaku, Abdul Manap Nurmagomedov, he had to have, whatever degree of judo they teach Sankaku, all the Sankaku stuff, that he had to have been that. It's obvious. It's beyond obvious when you understand that. So that's why, I want to make this distinction, because I don't want people to think that they can't attack out of guard. They can. They know guard position. SMESH knows guard position very well. But in order to rain down bombs... Is that guy coming to my house? No. But anyways, in order to rain down bombs, you need to be on top. Because from bottom, you can't rain down bombs. And if you can't SMESH, then you lose one of the crucial components of the Abdul Manap system, which, to recap, is you win the advantage of location. Just send location. What is Oxford? What is Oxford? Just send location, man. I SMESH. You win the battle of location, then you win the battle of position. But if you win the battle of location and you take them down correctly, you're gonna skip guard. Okay? And if I kick, hiya, and he checks the kick, I haven't done anything to progress the system. Justin Gagey, he low kick you all day, low kick you all day, low kick you all day, punch, 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 and knock you out. He's got a different system. But if I need to take you and then move you to the cage right here and then crawl up and go for Sankaku, you have to think of it as always going for Sankaku. They don't do Sankaku. They're not. But if you think of it in terms of he's got to do whatever he can to get Sankaku, it starts to make a lot more sense. And then when you think of it in judo terms, as in Abdul Manap Nurmagomedov was a judo player before he was a sambo player, and as he was a national championship, that's when sambo took its roots. So then you even go back to further to Abdul Manap's roots, which was wrestling in the mountains. It's a self-feeding system. And with that means it's time to go. So this was SMESH Part 3. Why kicks aren't heavily used in the Abdul Manap Sambo system. And the simple reason is because kicks don't really give you a tactical advantage as far as furthering the system, which is win the battle of location. And then consume uke to a point where Uki cannot escape. He can't get up. He can't maneuver. The only thing he can do is either give you an arm for some sort of arm lock, give you the shoulder so that you can take the back for shimiwaza, nakanyeshna for shimiwaza, or to gain attacks out of sankaku. So S mount, think of S mount as is a form of sankaku, as the first stage of sankaku, and it all starts making a lot more sense. And then once you understand the system, you it starts to, oh, yeah, they're not kicking a lot, because kicking, it doesn't stand the guy up. It doesn't expose the waist. It doesn't put the Tory feet. It doesn't put Tory's feet in the proper position so that he can shoot. Why is he shooting? Because it's a higher percentage takedown than if I did a waist wrap or a waist wrap marote style, ouchigari or kouchigari or ouchigake or something like that, which Islam can do, and that's why Islam's Sambo is rated Premier, number 1. All right, peace. Khoda, may Khoda, may the protector, Khoda Hafiz, may the protector be with you. Khoda Hafiz.